Stadium.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. He'll get this to about the 38. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
From the gun, here's Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now 2nd and 9. To the air, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rico Dowdle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Yeah! Here we go. Hey, 47. Then we're going to 53. Hey, we're going to kill.
Prescott from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go again with Blue. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Cowboys at 7-5 now of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Check, Bobcat, ready?
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, it's Williams. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First down, Bears.
What is up?
On play action, here's Williams. Open man right side is St. Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
What is it? Hold on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they'll audible to something else.
2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Hardknott came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio that once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
47. Yeah. We're going to 54. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And it's now 13-8. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Yeah! Good. Kill. Go to 54. Why? Here we go, kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's caught downfield by Pickens. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
We're going to 54. Why? Hey, 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
16, Bears 13.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. Not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Bears, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
To throw once more, here's Williams. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Williams. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And when you present 5 wide receivers in a pattern, that asks a lot of your offensive line because sometimes they'll actually bring a little extra pressure towards the quarterback. They've got to protect, and the ball has to come out fast as well. That one was knocked away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Shamar Turner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Powell. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be a third and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Finding Walker complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the gun, here's Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Second and 4, they could still get a first down without scoring. Now a handoff as they run one side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Santos with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Powell on the catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Second and 10.
Yeah! Here we go, 47. Go ahead. Here we go, 46, 40. Then we'll go into 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Wide eight. Switch. Switch and 8. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Cairo Santos kicking off for Chicago.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Yeah! Here we go! Go on,
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Kill! Hey, kill!
Now Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, kill! Yeah, here we go! Here we go, 49.
Throwing, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yeah, 47. 480. Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, 47. Hey, we're going to kill. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Chicago.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
go. 180. 47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. First down, Bears.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And now the rookie's free. He may go. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the point after try for Santos. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Bears 48, Cowboys 22. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's
still on his feet. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Here go 47.
For the 2-point conversion.
Hey, 47. 26.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
30.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Back now in Arlington. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Colston Loveland,
32 yards.
and the Bears add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
We're going to 54.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions,
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Williams pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here go 46. Hey, 47. Then we're going to 53. 46.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he's got it inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
For a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
47. Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, kill. 46.
Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Then we're going to 53. Kill. Hey, kill. 47. Then we're going to 54. Wide in. Under. Here we go, 47.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
They run for it. Here's Blue. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Jaden Blue.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th of the year.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw here. And it'll be intercepted.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, here's Williams.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. He's across midfield.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
To the air, Williams.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
To throw, it's Williams.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
47. Yeah, here we go. I can't.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. All right, hey. Here we go, kill. Here we go, going to 54. Why? What do you think?
To throw is Prescott. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
I see through your act and I still enjoy the show.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They go with Blue between the tackles. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, 46. Yeah! All right, hey. Done. Here we go, going to 54. Go, hey, 47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Here's Prescott.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people call them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Line in. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in. 26.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Fights loose. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Williams. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for a silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Blue will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Take it at about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20.
That's another Bears first down. A gain of 31 yards. And the Bears first down.
What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.